All right. Another day. Good rest day yesterday. Was still feeling a little bit worn down, beat up. Also going on about 3.5 hours of sleep, but you gotta get it in. I decided ahead of time what I was going to do. I wanted to get some squats, but I threw it in the CrossFit world, they call it a Metcon, metabolic conditioning. So what I'm gonna do, and I think you'll see the whole workout here. You'll see me do one round of it real time, and then the other 4 rounds will be sped up. What I chose to do is 5 rounds of 10 back squats at 135 pounds, so very light, but just get some blood into my legs, challenge myself, followed by 10 calories on the rower, which is just off camera, but you'll see me pulling a little bit. You'll see my body moving in sort of strange ways. That's me on the rower. And 10 burpees. So 10 back squats, 10 calories on the rower, 10 burpees. And I did that 5 times. I think I was finished in just under 15 minutes. Not a very good time. I wasn't very happy with it, but I tried to keep moving as much and as consistently as possible. So here you see me hitting the 10 squats. At these weights, you're able to breathe any way you want to. You don't really have to brace. I mean, I am bracing and I am trying to treat it as though it's a much heavier back squat just to keep my back safe and proper form. But you may notice later rounds, I'm kind of just huffing and puffing as I go through it and breathing however I need to, because you're coming off of the rower and the burpees, which are both metabolically, they're more demanding than the back squats. The back squat is more muscle fatigue based. So here we go. This is the row for 10 calories. As I said, you'll see one round at normal speed on camera. You'll see the whole thing on camera, but you'll see one round at normal speed, and then the other 4 rounds will be sped up. So let's see. It's about 22 pulls, I think, 22, 23 pulls to get those 10 calories, just under a minute, I believe. And then the 10 burpees, I was surprised. I feel like I'm getting either in better burpee shape or just more fit overall, because burpees are not causing as much chaos with my body and in my body as normal. So they don't feel too bad. I was kind of, the row is definitely the easiest, though. It's kind of my rest, because you can back off and still get the work done. Whereas backing off and getting really sloppy on, apologize, backing off and getting really sloppy on the back squats will just make it so inefficient that you're just doing so much more work. It's going to take so much more out of your body. And there's no real backing off on burpees. I mean, you can slow down, take longer breaks in between, but the work's just not getting done unless you drop your face to the floor, as is the case there. So we'll be speeding it up in just a moment here. You see the clock on the wall in the top right. Maybe you can see it. 2 minutes, 30 seconds for that first round. So I definitely slowed down. Like I said, it took me just under 15 minutes. So 14:40 something, I think, to finish all 5 rounds. I would like to do this workout again sometime. And my goal is to try and go sub 10 minutes. You see there that I was taking advantage of a little bit longer rest, changing the spot bars, lowering them down a little bit. I hit them because I squat so low. I hit them a couple of times on that first set of squats. So I wish I could row that fast. But yeah. In this way, I got both conditioning work done. I got 3 movements done. I got some practice cardiovascularly, working on my overall, they call it GPP, general physical preparedness, just overall fitness. But I was able to also chunk in my back squats and get that done. I just didn't want to go crazy heavy. It was not all I could take, but I had to definitely muster the energy physically and mentally to even get this workout in. So I'm happy with it. I'm proud of it. And that's all I did. I did the 5 rounds. So in total, right, it ends up being 50 back squats at 135, 50 burpees, and 50 calories on the rower. So in just under 15 minutes of work. So, anyone that tells you you don't have enough time. I've only got a half hour. I've got to go take off and take care of this business and so on. Just get in the gym. You can get so much done. I mean, if you have 6 minutes, do as many burpees, balls to the wall, all out in 6 minutes, and tell me when you're done that you don't literally feel done. Right? You'll be done. So you can always push the pace a little harder, a little heavier. So, try and get this done under 12 minutes, and you're going to be gassed. I will at times do something like that where I'll go really hard for 12 minutes and still plan to do more work and take a much longer rest afterwards. Where I'll go really hard for 12 minutes and then I'll grab a snack in the house. I'll maybe get a protein shake. I'll kind of take 20, 30 minutes before I start the next thing. I'm kind of almost cooled down at that point and I have to re-warm up. But, you don't always have to do a 12-minute all-out session and call it a day. But in this particular case, I did my sub 15 minutes and that's it, sufficient. So my form is not really breaking down too much. I still feel good. It's not very heavy. I never felt like I was in jeopardy of failing the weight. But I was definitely gassed. I mean, that sweat is not, I didn't stand in front of a water fountain or a hose and pour water on myself. I am gassed out a little bit. So we're hitting the last round here, the last row, and the last burpee's coming up. You did see that I slowed down to real time for the back squats, but that's it. Getting something in, and I will see you guys tomorrow.